Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, last minute deal actually. I was able to snag a camping reservation up at Mammoth Lakes area. So I figured this is the perfect time to hastily make my fishing rod holder. So I was just out here messing around with some of these angles and things, and this is what I've come up with. Alright, so if we're looking at the D-rings here, so these are the D-rings on the side of this pontoon, and again it's the left side of the pontoon because I'm a right-handed caster. So basically what I'm going to do is on these D-rings I'm going to make one right in the middle for my net, right? So I'm going to do one right in the middle like that. I'm going to do one out here. Alright, off to an angle. I don't have enough hands to hold all that. Then I'm going to do one back here like this, off to an angle. And then I'm going to add an extra T over here just for stabilization and things. And if I wanted, I could add another 45-degree offset if I wanted to carry another pole. Right now I only plan on carrying 2 poles at a time. So I'm just going to leave that as an option. What I'm using here, it's all Schedule 40 1.5" PVC, and the way that I plan on attaching this is I picked up some really cool Velcro strips that will fit through the D-ring and lash onto this. So let's go ahead and we'll get started with that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So looking at this, I am 16.5 inches between these two D-rings, and so what that gives me is 8.25 inches, puts me dead center for my my net holder. So coming off of this one, I'm going to come right off of this one. All right, so this would just be a let's see how deep these are, 1.25 inches. So this will just be a 2.5 inch piece connecting these two T's together. So 1.5 inches. And then I will do another 4.5 inches here. Alright, so 1.5 inches here. I'm going to do a 4.5 inch connecting piece there. That one will be 9 inches. So 9 inches there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut those pieces and then we'll start fitting those together. Alright, so here's my centerpiece for my net. Right, and then extending out to the front pole holder that I'm going to be using. There's that one. And then this connecting piece here. And then I have a connecting piece here. Alright, and so there's that. I'll have another connecting piece, 2.5 inch there, that's going to offset this. And then same thing here, 2.5 inch piece that's going to connect those two there. And then I'm going to come up 6 inches out of all of these. So let's go ahead and let's get those cut. So using a piece of 220, I'm just centering these sharp edges here where the pole is going to be sliding in. Alright, here we are. So I've got my connectors here. So this is where my 45 is going to go. It's going to go off like that. And then got a 45 coming off this way. I'm going to angle it just so slightly to where it is, at the front of the raft. It's going to be pointing kind of off that way. That way it's not crossing in front of where I'm kicking. So just to keep that in mind. And then, in case you're wondering why I did T's down here at the bottom, it's because I can put these on there. And then when this is attached to the raft, and a fish is on or something like that, it can't twist. It can't twist and go anywhere inside those straps. All right, so I didn't want to do the D-rings like attached to anything metal or anything like that, just because it wears. Those are plastic. Whatever metal I was going to use was going to wear on the plastic. I feel that this is going to be the best. And then at the end of the day, if it still doesn't work, I can always add those eye loops or something here to attach to those D-rings later on down the road. So it's a prototype. I'm going to glue this all up and we're gonna see how it works. All right, so the glue I'm using is just basic Christie's Red Hot. It's just a blue glue, no primer, no anything. I'm not pressure testing. There's no plumbing code or anything that I have to worry about. So it's really simple, and this stuff is super strong. All right, coat the outside. Coat the inside, then press in about 1/4 of a turn, and that should seat everything. Then I'm cleaning this up as I go, just because I do plan on painting it later and I don't want a bunch of runs everywhere. So there it is. Next time you see this, it will be on the side of a float tube and we will be trying it out. So I'm taking the Velcro strap here, I'm just gonna slide it through that D-ring on the boat, and then coming up on this side, just gonna loop it through right here. All right, so loop it through right there. All right, so I just looped this around a few times. All right, so there it is. Fishing pole holder on the new float tube. I think it's gonna work out. So again, if you liked it, if you found it useful, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe.